Hello friends. Most newcomers to Grabovoi Teaching ask how and why do Grabovoi number series work. We have decided to record this short video to transmit author's explanation. So, how do numerical series work? By tuning into any specific number series, you heal yourself from the corresponding disease. Question: why is such a simple procedure as concentrating on a sequence of certain numbers so effective in curing diseases? Every disease is a deviation from the norm. A deviation from the norm in the work of individual cells or organs or the entire organism as a whole. Recovery from a disease means a return to the norm. Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi's digital series provide a return to the norm. By concentrating on this specific sequence of numbers, tuning in to this digital series, you tune the body to the state that is the norm. A few words about the vibrational structure of numbers. Our life is permeated with rhythm. The planets rotate periodically around the sun. For the Earth, this means a periodic alternation of winter and summer. The Earth rotates around its axis and we have a regular change of day and night. And at the micro level the picture is the same. Electrons in an atom rotate regularly around the nucleus. If you listen closely, you can hear the regular beating of your heart. In our body each cell has its own rhythm. And the aggregate of cells too, although of course it is different. And a large aggregate of them that is already at the organ level has another one. There is also a rhythm at the level of communication between organs. In this respect, the body can be compared to an orchestra. An orchestra should not be out of tune when performing a piece. The same is true for the body. The body's sound should be harmonious. And if any organ or any connection deviates from the norm in its work, that is begins to be out of tune, then this means the onset of a disease. Rhythm can be found where at first glance it does not seem to exist. Let's look at the rainbow. What are these colors from a scientific point of view? Our perception of a particular color occurs under the influence of an electromagnetic wave of a certain frequency. The frequency of oscillations in the violet part of the visible spectrum is approximately twice as high as the frequency of oscillations in the red region. Thus the difference in color perception is due to different vibration frequencies. When perceiving numbers as when perceiving colors, it is not immediately obvious that there is also a vibrational structure behind them. We have found out that each color corresponds to a certain vibration frequency. The same is true with numerical series. Behind each number there is a corresponding vibrational structure. The same can be said about the sequence of numbers. The correct sequence of numbers leads to healing, that is, it brings the body to the norm because taking into account the vibrational structure behind it, this numerical sequence itself is the norm. It represents the right sound, the correct sound. And concentrating on this sequence of numbers means tuning. In the same way musical instruments are tuned by the sound of a tuning fork.